Mm, uh, can I get this to work? Okay. Mm, uh, can I get this to work? Okay. Mm, can I get this to work? Mm, all right. Hopefully, y'all ain't got no feedback. Guess you've been to the house for a few days, so killing time, killing time. But I figure I'll just jump on here real quick for the simple reason of keep getting the same question. Family members call me up or whatever. Yo, how I get my CDLs, or what's the best way to get your CDLs? So, and then the next question is, what's the best way to become an owner operator? Hey, Miss Richardson, how you doing? Hey, I need to send you a link to jump up in here. Let me see if I can put a link up real quick. Y'all bear with me. Mm. Anyway, I usually get this same question all the time, like what's the best way to get my CDLs? My suggestion, the best way to get your CDLs is pay for them yourself. You know, actually, I was blessed. I got my CDLs back in 2006. I didn't use them till like 2016. Um, Anybody been following me, they know when I got, and I feel like I'm telling the same story. Hold on a second. Miss Richardson.
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a
Oh,
beautiful day. Can you hear me?
there we go. All right. Hey.
Sound like a lagging. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think I got a lag going on.
Can you hear me now?
True. How you doing today? Where you at?
I'm in Teague, Texas, on my way home.
Oh, okay, okay.
Teague, Texas, on my way home. Yeah, you
Calling
got a
it a day.
lag. You got a long lag too, boy.
Hold on a second. Is that better?
I can hear myself in the background. I can hear myself in
I got you covered. Hold up.
the background.
All right, that should be better now.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, all right.
All right.
Brother
Like,
Jay,
what's
what's up?
going
What's up?
on?
At home, the truck in the shop again.
Truck in the shop. What the hoke in the shop?
Yep, the hug in the shop. Hug in the shop.
What's wrong with it?
DEF system again.
Man.
Kenworth can't figure it out. Hey, we'll talk about that offline later. All right.
Okay.
We'll talk about that offline. But anyway,
Crazy.
yeah. But the reason I jumped on real quick because it just seems like I get the same question all the time. What's the best way? What's the best way to get your CDLs? Or, who should I go to? How did you get your CDL, Miss Richardson?
I went to school. I went to school.
Paid for it yourself?
Uh-huh. Well, no, I didn't pay for it myself.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I was blessed too. State of Georgia paid for my CDLs back in '06.
Oh, really?
Yep. Back then the economy was bad. It had this thing called the displaced worker program. I've been in computers, voice and data and telephone systems for 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And back then the economy got bad, and that's one of them industries. When the economy bad, nobody invested in their infrastructure. So they say I
Yeah,
can retrain, and hell, I pick CDLs. But the
right.
funny part about it is the same week I got my CDLs, I graduated, judge awarded me custody of my kids. So
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Real quick, shout out to Truckers Table in the house. I see. Just saw your video, Robbie. I don't know what happened there, but YouTube be tripping sometime. Don't worry about it, man. We'll see you back in a
Yeah,
couple of weeks.
we don't be getting. Well, I've got your notification. I don't know why I can't get nobody else's notification.
Oh, I feel good then.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And like I was telling people, like I said, I get the same phone call. I think the best way to get your CDLs, if you can afford to get them yourself, because then you're not restricted on where you can go. Like
Yeah.
like you go with Swift. I don't know what they want, a year and a half. Prime want a year. Yeah.
Yeah, because with the people I went with, they pretty much they wanted you to be with them for I think about 6 months or a year, probably a year. I think they
Yep.
want you to be with 6 months to a year. Yeah, because they if you leave, they'll automatically put it on your DAC report.
Oh yeah. I didn't know they put it on your debt report. I know they'll put it on your
Yep.
credit report.
Now
Wow.
they talking about putting it on the damn DAC report.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
That I owe that pretty much amount for them to to go. But hey, well I stayed there until I went to contract and started leasing a truck. And then, when you start putting money into the escrow and stuff, and I had enough in there, so I got the hell out.
Oh man. How long was it before you leased the truck? Like you got the CDL, you started driving. How long before you started leasing?
Shit, they wanted me to lease right then and there, but I said, well, give me a couple of months and I'll see. I said, well, the leasing part, I would have stayed there if me and the person that did the contract didn't have issues because they was promising me free payments. And
Mm.
so, when I was telling them, hey, you say y'all was going to give me 3 free payments and you only gave me 2. And so he started getting the attitude now. So, and I was like, I'm out. So,
Okay, okay. Shout out, Daddy,
so
bro. Black Pillar, shout out to you. Um, I pretty much was the same way. I stayed with Swift long enough. Everybody don't know I went with Swift. I got my CDLs. I called around Prime when I was ready to get in. Like I said, it was like 10 years before I started driving.
yeah.
Swift had the shortest time to ride with a mentor. So that's how I ended up over there. And back then, this company, KLLM,
Hmm.
said if you had 3 months experience, you can come lease a truck from us. Believe
What?
me. Yep. Believe me, I stayed with Swift those 3 months and I was gone that 91st day.
Was it lease to own or was it just lease?
It was leased to own, but
I just got bad feelings. I don't want to be blunt. I mean, I don't have no problem with lease. It's just more of if I can't own it after I'm paying for it, then I guess it's and I'm not putting nobody down. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting nobody but down on their lease. But if you're not owning yours, but you can say you can go where you want to go, it's just like you got that pull that people can pull you back to, come back to reality. You owe us the side truck. It's not yours. Give us our money. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, yeah. I done heard some horror story about leasing. People done got down to the last 6 months and they done cut their miles down. They weren't bringing in no money. Whatever the case may be, yeah, and they don't all that money they invested in that truck was gone. But
Yeah.
I looked at the lease program. I made sure it was a walk away lease since I
Hmm.
had heard so many nightmares about it. And honestly, I did it selfishly. I just leased the truck to learn the business side of trucking. Um, my fuel, maintenance repair.
Yeah.
Running your own truck. But I
Right.
quickly learned it was a hamster wheel for me. Like I say, just like
Yeah.
you say, I'm not down to nobody. At least for me, it was a hamster wheel. One, I don't suggest if you lease a truck, lease it for that reason,
Yeah.
or you lease a truck that you can take somewhere else. Like, you have
Or go
guys do.
finance it.
Yeah,
Yeah, go finance it somewhere else at a bank or something.
yeah,
It's like you doing if you're gonna do your own business. I want y'all. You ain't got no credit score and all of that stuff. You can get a loan. Um, it is somewhere you can make the notes. It might take you 5, 10 years to pay it off. The way they was riding people with trucks, so you know, how
oh,
they I
yeah,
got my foot in the door just in time, brother. I'm telling you, we one of the lucky ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I know people that paid off trucks with KLLM, went and got a second truck. Started their
Yeah,
own business. I just think that was a little bit too much dedication. What's up, S125? Too much dedication for me because I don't like hounding the road like that. If you miss a week or two, when you come back, you got 2 weeks of
you
truck money.
still got that payment. Yeah, you still have that payment gonna come out your check. You ain't gonna. It ain't gonna. You miss a week with. Oh, we ain't gonna take it. They want their money. Okay, they
Yeah.
want their money. They don't want to give you money, but they want their money.
Okay. And I tell you something else they were slick about. If your truck broke down and it was in the shop, they still wanted their payments, but they wanted you to rent a truck from them.
Lease a truck from them. Yeah,
No, rent. Rent a truck
rent.
while you pay for your lease.
Oh, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
let me lease the truck. Leasing is it's cheaper. Okay, I'm gonna give
yeah,
it back to me. I just need to get mine fixed. So,
yeah. It was
but
crazy.
after that, you don't want to pay me. After that, I had to. I literally had to run to death when I was trying to make that payment. I literally tried to. I mean, it was like I would drive to Maine, go to Washington, down to California, back up to Dallas. I didn't stop. Just you drop and hook and keep on going. I'm like, me and my husband came to agreement. They wouldn't let me off for my birthday. I'm like, we can't do this. We can't do this. Y'all gotta have this.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
And
that was
but we came to agreement of just, you know what, don't lease a truck. Just go do company. And that's why I encourage all the company drivers. I used to be a company driver. Tried leasing, didn't work. Company drivers, save your money, buy you a truck with your money that you save.
yeah, yeah. I suggest that too. What's up, Chuck Pugh in the house? What up? What up? Dwayne, what up going on? 3 leases off. Let's see. Rider has paid off 3 leases and working on his fourth with Central Hauling. Okay. Yeah. Some people it worked for. It just didn't work for me. Um, I even leased, I don't know what was these people named Covenant. Covenant had a lease program. You could take that truck to different companies. Um, I think when you lease a truck from a company that's giving you the loads, that's tend to be a whole different subject. It's like they got too much control over you. That's just my opinion. My experience. What happened to me.
I
Yeah.
don't know nothing about no low board. That's all y'all. That's
well,
all
I
y'all. I just be quiet. I'm in the background.
well, I meant more along the lines of leasing a truck from a company that dispatch you. They control your miles, and that's crazy. Don't control my money and what time I can take off. That's crazy. If you're gonna be an owner
Yeah.
operator, be an owner
Yeah.
operator with it.
Right. Because they got to know, hey, you got to make that payment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the people that's control of the contract going like, hey, they ain't made their payment. What's going on? What's happening? Y'all giving them enough runs? So they get on dispatchers behind and say, hey, y'all got to get them going.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mile after mile after mile after mile.
So, how long after that did you get into more specialized
Tanking.
freight like you're now?
It took me shit, it took me too long because I've been doing this for 7, so it took me a good while because I've been
So,
doing this since 7. I ain't changing. I ain't changing for nothing. I'm not ever changing. Now, if I decide to go oversized, the next step up,
mm.
then I'm seeing how they. I can't do it. I can't pull those damn windmill blades. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do
Oh
it.
man.
You gotta have special skill for that. And I seen one guy did that when he got off a ramp and tried to make the right turn. I'm like, shit, I would have all them light poles down. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't think I could do them. Some of them have them how you said the rear end turns by itself. Somebody else control the rear end of that blade turning the corner.
Good luck. Yeah, y'all are my superheroes. I can't. I can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I like hauling
All
big
money,
stuff, but I don't think I can do that.
all money ain't good money. You gotta think that stuff through, man. You do.
Yeah,
Can't
oh
put
yeah.
yourself in stuff that you don't want to do, especially like with the CDL. You got to know what you're doing if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, yeah. And you gotta have patience because I know you know about it, doing that tanker, you got extra stuff you got to worry about the surge and everything. So you have to
Mm.
be extra precautions out there. But other drivers, don't care. They should go shoot around you, stop on their brakes in front of you. And, we expect that out of four wheelers. I hate it when our own van and reefer truck drivers do it to us. I like, oh man, wait a second, hold on.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just pretty much you get used to it. I mean, if you want to do it, you got to do it, no matter what.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
It
oh
might scare you a little bit, but because I wasn't dealing with any kind of chemical that gonna mess up the pretty face. I couldn't. Shield wasn't gonna be enough. Shield don't protect you. I found that out when I was delivering some kind of caustic acid, and that stuff stinks.
wow.
So I was doing one job and it had a blowback, and when I took the hose off, all that crap went all over me.
Oh man, did you get
So I
burned?
was smelling like a rotten egg. No, it didn't. It didn't burn. I was just smelling like a rotten egg for a couple of days.
Oh man, mm-mm-mm. That's the worst experience you'd have had.
Yeah, well, that and trying to go up. I was a company driver then. Trying to go up a road, try to follow the Google map
Uh,
GPS. It took me on a road that I couldn't go, so I had to get towed out of there. So
mm,
that was it. That's the only one. So
hey, don't feel bad. I had Randy McNally put me on the back road one time. I literally had to back out probably 2 miles. Yeah, literally.
mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Had to back
But
out.
this, yeah, but this CDL thing, I tell you, it's a to me, it's a blessing. At first, it can be like a curse, like, oh Lord, am I really doing this? Yeah. But then when you get used to it, get familiar in and all that other stuff, you're like, well, all right.
Yeah,
Especially when you ain't seen, now don't get cocky. That's what I tell myself. Especially you ain't seen this kind of money a
yeah,
week.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you think like, oh yeah, I'm in the right place then. We home now.
Uh, real quick, Robbie said his first lease purchase truck was 167 a week. Man, woo, that was a while ago, Rob.
Yeah, $12,000,
Oh,
12 G's, D.
okay. Yeah, that was a while back.
That was a long time ago.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But,
listen.
yeah, but like you were saying about the CDLs, I tell a lot of people too. Want to ask me about trucking. I think after you get your license, you get out there and you deal with the training, and then you riding on your own. Once you realize you can get used to the being on the road lifestyle, I don't know if I liked it the lifestyle or I liked it the money. Just like you said, the money will keep you out.
Well, the first thing I like is it took me places. That was I love to go to Maine and Kentucky and to Washington and Colorado and California, Arizona, all those states. I love going those, but when that gets boring, you gotta
Mhm.
you gotta find something else to entertain you. And then you
Yeah.
driving by yourself, so you don't have nobody to talk to. So you
Mhm.
know,
Well, I kind of consider myself a nerd. I'd have stopped, dropped my trailer, and drove up to Mount Rushmore.
uh-huh.
Um, I'd have stopped, dropped my trailer, drove into Yosemite. I ain't been to the Grand Canyon yet. I done drove around it. I ain't been through it yet.
Now, see,
Um,
I couldn't do those things as a company driver. I couldn't lead the trailer. I can still could. I can, you can't lead the trailer. Okay, you're
yeah,
responsible.
yeah. Hell, I just bought a trailer lock. Put the lock on there. I'll be back.
Oh
I know
yeah,
what
these
you
people
do.
had a big ass lock on their shit because refrigerated stuff. Yeah, they had a big ass lock.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, no, they'll know when you left the trailer. Like, why you left that trailer over there? How you
Uh,
know where I'm
mm,
at?
okay. Hey, if they don't know where you at, they know where their trail at. Yep.
They do. That's right. Exactly.
Uh.
Trailer's worth more.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But aren't
I,
they? But aren't they now that they're crying for new people to come in now to that they got to take classes for the CDL?
far as I know, yeah.
Yeah.
My thing about the new driver that's coming in, I would stress I want to learn on a manual. You know, um, they bringing a lot of these drivers in, making them automatic drivers and putting it on their CDL. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong with that, but just remember, if you ever leave the mega carrier and go to work for an owner operator, or go get your own truck, you're restricted to just automatic trucks. And
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what you stick to. That's what you got to do.
yeah. And I I ain't been in trucking long, but I done been around the block a little bit. I done did some reefer, I done did some dry van, I done did some flatbed, step deck. Now I'm in low boy. Only thing I ain't did yet is tankers. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I done took that test 3 times, Miss Richardson. I ain't passed it yet.
What?
I took it the first time I got my CDL. I took it the second time when I renewed my
Oh,
CDL. I just can't pass the doggone test. I
well,
don't know
wait a
why.
minute. Did you study? Did
Uh,
you study? Did you do practice test? That means no.
no. I
Okay.
did a couple of practice tests, but believe it or not, that's how I passed my hazmat. I did the practice test, and then I went in there and took the test, and I passed. With
Mhm.
tankers, I think it's 25 questions. I always
Mhm.
wait till I get to the 22nd or 23rd, and I miss the last one that I can miss, and I'm done.
Wow.
Don't tell nobody. I done told you to, but you don't tell nobody.
Oh my goodness. Okay, my son, it's a shame because my son passed it on the first try. I'm sorry, I had to bring that up. So I'm just like, and I study with him, so it's good to it's good to study. This is a PSA, ladies and gentlemen. If you're gonna go take a test, please study.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you might miss a few. I know I missed a few because I was like, when they talking about the 1,001 pound, I'm like, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I mean, 1,001 pounds. What the hell I'm gonna do with that? That ain't got nothing to do with me. And so, I know I answer that question always wrong. So shit, I'm like, it is what it is.
I, is is that the one? If it's 1,001 over 1,001 pounds, that's when you got to have the tank endorsement, right?
I don't know which one it is. All I know is just 1,001. Every time I see that question, I just click next.
uh, Nicholas in the building talking about what's
Cause
up, tank
they be
yanker.
trick questions, I mean, and every time you go back to take it, it's be different. They
Yeah.
just change up the words. That's how it is. I'm like, damn, can it be the same test? They like, no,
Okay.
no, because you
Uh,
might have written them down somewhere.
Yeah. But I passed on triples and doubles and ain't never pulled them. I got triples and doubles,
Yeah,
just ain't never pulled them. Don't want
yeah,
to
me
pull them,
too.
honestly.
Yeah, I got all the endorsement stuff for motorcycle. That
Oh,
would be
okay.
my last adventure. So,
Mm, yeah. You got passenger too?
yes, sir.
You go ahead on. Mm. Where I park my trucks at, dog, on oh, they done went up on parking in Atlanta. For y'all that don't know, $200 a month for a parking spot these days. But anyway,
What?
yeah, $200. It was 175. Well, at first it was 150. Then they went up. Now they done went up to 200. So it's like it's ridiculous. But this
Yeah.
guy where I park at, I used to see him with his trucks. I want to say he got 3 or 4 trucks. Them same spots where his 4 trucks at, he now got 3 what you call them, charter buses parked there. So
Okay.
yeah, he
Oh,
just
so they
switched
taking
over.
up spot.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just switched over. I'm like, that better money than trucking? He said it can be if you got the right, clientele. So I wish.
Yeah. I mean, parking is hard to find. It is. That's why, they need to, start building more rest stops. Cause y'all only got what? Two. That's one that petrol and that the pilot that's flying J or whatever that is. When you go all the way around over there, then you can't hardly ever get out of there.
No, I don't even
So
go there no more.
I'm like, okay. And then I know it's a big ass parking lot, the Petro, but you get tired of people knocking on your door all the time. Security's supposed to do security.
I don't even go there to even get fuel no more. Um, it's just too busy for me. I don't like truck stops that's that busy.
Yeah, it's a hazard to get in and a hazard to get out.
Yeah.
And
Now,
then on top of that, you got to get there early.
oh
Got to
yeah,
know it's a game day. Then you already know it's full at 1 o'clock, so you might
yeah.
always forget it.
hmm Now, if you can make it, it's a little mom and pop. They fill up kind of quick. If you can make it down to 85 South, just south of the city,
Uh-huh.
Fairburn, Peachtree City area, it's a mom and pop truck stop there. Now you pay $5 a night, but that ain't bad.
Okay, is
Um,
that place very lit? Is it very lit? Got a
yeah,
lot of lights.
yeah, yeah,
Is it
and it's in a
potholes?
decent part of town. Yeah,
Is it potholes?
no, no, no.
Okay, I might try that next time.
Yeah, 85 South, just south of the city. Come around 285, then you going like you're going toward Montgomery. Um, it's called Fairburn Family Truck Stop, and they got a TA garage in the back. I don't suggest you go use their TA, but they got one just in case you need them.
Yeah,
hmm
I just try to make it to my destination.
yeah,
Anywhere I go in Georgia, I'm making it to my destination. I don't care if I park on the street, the side of the road, whatever. Pull up to your gate, get my behind out the edge of the road, and I'm good. I'll wait till you get here the next day. So I'm like, yeah, hey,
Mhm.
'cause,
Now,
yeah, that's crazy.
now I heard. Now I don't know how true it is. I heard they done built the quick trip around that Forest Park area. I hear they got parking over there. Because that used to be an old truck stop back in the day in Forest Park. It was a mom and pop. I heard Quick Trip them bought, and they got plenty parking there. If you're on the west side of town, they got a racetrack over there with 10, 20 parking spots. You know how that go.
Man,
Uh,
them locals gonna put their cars and trucks there. They ain't. Come on now.
I
You
hate
gonna
that.
barely get in. Come on now. You already know that you shouldn't even announce that, getting people
Yeah.
hopes up and stuff. You already know that place is already they already got contracts with people parking over there, so you might well forget that.
Okay. Yeah. 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 But I don't get it. They building so many warehouses here now until it's ridiculous. I know Atlanta is a major trafficking hub, but for the amount of stuff they're building here for logistics compared to where we can park or even get fuel, it's not
Hmm.
equaling out. It's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But what
It's
we need to do is we all need to send an email to Bucky's president and let him know, hey, we want some of y'all tacos too. Damn it.
okay. Hey, I love that brisket sandwich.
Yeah, we all do. Hell, gotta go on my personal car. Sit all that damn spot they got. The
Okay,
100 billion damn fuel. I mean, gas tanks. I mean, come on now. You don't need that many goddamn things. Come on now.
okay. And that's hey, and it's 100 stalls inside the restroom too. They keep it
Hmm.
and they keep it clean. I like Bucky's. I do.
Yes, they keeps it real clean. My
That was,
mentor said. My mentor said, "Fuck Bucky's, bastards ain't let them come." But they let the RVs come over there, right? You
oh
notice
yeah,
that?
yeah. I see that. I see that.
Like,
Some of them
okay.
RV people nasty as truckers though.
All that space they got on the other side. No, they just be coming in on one side. They know they do. All that other
Mm.
space on the other side. They can put 10 trucks in the spots.
Yeah, they be tripping. They be tripping. Uh, let's see who that platinum soul. What's up? Oh, I'm
Did you mute yourself? I think you mute yourself.
all right.
Yeah,
There
there
we
you
go.
go.
All right, don't tell nobody. Hey, I'm learning. I'm learning. Hey,
Uh,
I'm doing good. I'm doing
I'm
good with
glad
the
I get
truck in the
on other
background.
people's
You see
channel.
that?
I get on other people's channel with like one or two people. That's about it. I'm just like, I'm just here for the information of what I need to get. I mean, I have my CDL, whatever I can tell you about hazmat and all that other stuff. I'm good. Shit. I'm like, hell, it ain't gotta be long. It ain't gotta be long.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, back to the original subject, getting your CDL. Yeah, try to get all your endorsements too. The more marketable you are, the better it is for you out here. Back to the thing about CDLs being a blessing and a curse. Um, the blessing of it, you get pissed off at one company, they ain't suggest you job hop. But as long as you got that CDL in your pocket, you can write yourself a check somewhere.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely true. Yeah, because it's good to have the CDL. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to start with trucking. Hell, that's class B. You start driving the city bus. Get that
Yeah.
training in. Shit, that's what I did too. I got the training in to make sure that, I know how to turn big, huge vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared and shit. So when you get out there, just go on and get out there. Hey, it's
Mm-hmm.
just it's just like you going cross country. Just picture like that. You're going in a big vehicle cross country. You gotta obey the rules, obey the law, and
Yeah.
be safe. Come back
Mm-hmm.
home to your family. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And Class B, basically Class B test, you taking everything the Class A people take, really. Just
Pretty
not the
much.
driving test. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife got a Class B. She drives school bus. She call herself semi-retired again. But
What the bus drivers out tell you?
hey, hey, then she drive the short yellow bus, so she got the special needs kids, you know.
Yeah. So what's she retiring for? The question is, what's she retiring for this time?
But she used to work for Sonic corporate office, you know, the hamburger joint.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she used to work for their corporate office and when COVID kicked in, she found herself being from supervising 2-3 stores to actually standing over the grill. So
Oh
she gave
Lord.
it up.
Oh Lord. Not
Yes.
the grease. Not the grease, Lord Jesus. Not say it ain't so.
Okay. And still can't find nobody to work at them stores. People don't want to work no more. You ask me.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on what I guess it's probably because the long hours.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. And then you got, people don't want to come into work,
Yeah.
and they used to, this COVID thing. A lot of people didn't come to no fast food restaurants and stuff. So and then on top of that, they the hour was cut short. So some people get spoiled, and
Yeah.
hey, oh, I gotta come back to this job. Now I gotta work full time because the state doesn't open up. So everybody gonna be coming in and getting burgers, and then I
Mm,
don't know.
yeah. Yeah. That's right, Robbie. Stay marketable. You just booked the low hazmat and tank endorsement. That's right. Good paying low. Um, Yeah, that whole COVID thing throwed a lot of stuff. Cause I remember when I flipped burgers, I was getting $3.25 an hour. I passed by
Three
Fred.
25 an hour.
Yeah, I passed by Freddy's the other day. They talking about Freddy's a hamburger joint, just in case they ain't got them everywhere.
Bruh, you are telling your age at 325 an
Um,
hour. Are
yeah,
you sure it was 325?
three
Not
twenty five an hour.
925 or 825
$3.25 an hour. That's what I started out.
to
And
be on the grill?
yeah.
Oh my lord.
Hey, that would be on the grill, work the cash register, do the drive through. That was doing everything, mopping, whatever it took. $3.25 an hour.
You got robbed. You got robbed.
Hey,
Wait a
but
minute,
back
wait a minute. It depends. Wait a minute. It depends on how old you were. That's all I gotta say. How were you young? Were you young? You got
uh,
$3.25 an hour. You like, oh, this money.
I was 16 and it stayed like that in Florida until I was like 19.
Oh my word.
Yeah, state of Florida. Florida was $3.25 an hour for a long time. Mm. But now, saying all
Mercy.
that to say, I passed by a fast food place the other day. They talking about starting out 16 an hour, start the day, get paid tomorrow. So it's like they begging people to come to work now. Mm.
Oh, mercy.
But back then,
Well,
Miss Richardson, at $3.25 an hour, I had a 1978 Fleetwood Broham, and it only cost $20 to fill that thing up.
so you was good to go for. So you pretty much you was good to go for an 8 hour shift, huh?
Hey, I'm trying to get overtime.
Oh, he couldn't tell you nothing, could they? Couldn't tell you nothing. Your gas was full all the time. Oh mercy.
Mm-mm.
That
I
is
think,
crazy.
yeah, I think that's back. Cigarette was like $1.25 a pack back then. So
Yeah, them were the days when they was like cheap and hey, get it for
mm,
5 cents. Shit. Get a single for 5 cents. That's it.
yeah.
Shit. That's how my mom do it. That's how I know. So, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Hey, you used to go to the store with the note.
Yeah, right. They looking at me and them ass would give it to me too. Like I was like, oh, your mama, she wants some cigarettes. I hand them the note.
Yeah, yeah.
Give them that 10 cent. I better come there with two singles. I better come there with two singles. That's all I know. Shit.
Hey, Dirty Broke just sent me a picture of McDonald's drive-through. They hired crew members $18 an hour,
There you
$19 an
go.
hour for third shift.
There you go. That's at night. Hardly nobody be there. That's a good thing. Ain't nobody hungry at nighttime.
Yeah. This inflation ridiculous. I hate talking about politics, but this inflation got too ridiculous. I don't see us going back down to nothing normal. I just hope fuel prices regulate itself sometime in the near future. But
I didn't even know fuel prices went up because I only fill my truck up with the surcharge that I use, and so I looked at it. I'm like, well, $200 would give me like 41 gallons. So I'm like, wait a minute, now I'm only getting 38 gallons, $200. What the hell? I looked at that damn thing. That thing said 419, 519. I mean, I'm like, what the hell? What happened to 498, 484? And that was just last week, the week before last. I'm like, how the hell? How we go up so much? If you up there, yeah, you right, you right. It just makes you mad because I'm just saying, make up your mind on what you want to do.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just, yeah. You don't want to talk about politics. I have a lot to say about that shit because to me, it's ridiculous.
Well,
It's just redundant to me. It's just redundant. You know
yeah, it
what?
is.
Yes, I went Republican. I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it on the live. I went Republican. I couldn't stand it no more. It's crazy.
Man, to me, honestly, it don't matter if it's Republican, if it's Democrat. Both of them pull together when it's benefit them. They'll sit there and vote against each other all day. Oh, we don't like this, we don't like that. But let them vote about their health care. Let them vote about them getting a raise. Oh, they all in agreements. But okay, we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's yeah. Next topic.
Yeah. Dirty Bro say fuel done jumped up to $6 up now. Actually, a homeboy of mine was just in California. He showed me one for $8.99 for diesel. Mm, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Mm, yeah, and the rate's not going up. But that fuel is cutting into our profit margin. But I wanted to ask you, Miss Richardson, where you at, you get the fuel surcharge. Y'all don't get a fuel discount as well?
We get no, no, no. We don't get it. We use a certain card. We don't get any kind of discount unless you have your own discount, like your own special card.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think that's what I need to get. I need to get me another, instead of using the company card that comes out of my settlement. I probably need to get me and start paying my fuel myself and
Oh,
go to like a system like I think I remember a long time ago Josh was talking about these fuel cards or how you can get cheap fuel
yeah.
because hey,
Yeah.
I had hopes, I was gonna let it ride out and see like, hey, we going down, hooray. Then all of a sudden a week later you look up, it's back up to $5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so,
Yeah. I don't know if you watch Call Me Cooley. He put out a video not too long ago about the different fuel cards you can get.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm subscribed. Why I'm not getting these god dog notifications? I don't understand this.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, like
yeah.
I said, like I got yours, but that's that's
Appreciate it,
about it.
appreciate
That's about it. I don't know. Maybe it's the T-Mobile I got.
it. I had to
Maybe
get
it's
away from
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. They was great on the interstate, but sometimes going to the job sites, backwoods,
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't get
no,
no
you might
service.
want to forget it.
Huh?
That's why I tell them to give me something on the interstate. Don't give me something in the backwoods. I ain't going back there. And then on top of that, I don't go back there because of my super singles either. I'm not doing it. Nah, I
Yeah,
ain't going in the backwoods.
yeah. Okay, Cash is King in the house. What's up with you? Yeah. He got a good channel too, y'all. Y'all check out him, Dirty Bro. Check out Trucker's Table. All of them have great information. Great information.
Yeah, I watch Cassius King. I watch his little news report that he be putting out. Yeah, I watch
Oh yeah,
his
yeah.
report. I watch DIY. I watch his channel too. Yeah,
Yeah, DIY. Yeah, he's good. He's good too. I tell you who
yeah.
funny. I don't know if you ever seen him or not. Snow Lord.
I seen one of his episodes. I did, and I think I forgot what he was talking, but he was going off when I clicked on.
Oh yeah, yeah. He'll snap on folks now.
He was clicking out. He was getting out of there or something.
Yeah.
I forgot what his title was. I seen one of his. Like I said, we be watching. Just
Yeah.
letting y'all know, we be watching. Okay,
Mm,
we
yeah.
definitely be watching.
I watch anybody who put out good information. I'm gonna say that anybody put out good information, I'm watching. You know. Um,
Yeah, because the first person who taught me how to break it down, especially with about the taxes and what you need to put in was DIY. He was on that chalkboard. He was on that that whiteboard. He was standing
oh
behind the whiteboard. That was a long time ago. He was on that whiteboard breaking down what you can file and what you cannot file and all that other stuff on your taxes. So yeah,
yeah,
we be watching. Yeah,
yeah,
tell your friend Cash King, people be watching. Okay.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you who taught me how to break it down. Jeffrey Lights, he didn't change the name of his channel. It used to be Big Rig Radio Network. He didn't change it to, I think, the Trucking Education Channel. Now, you go back to his old videos, he broke it down on whiteboard and back his truck. Yo, tires cost this much a year. I'm like, what? He broke it down. He break it down to the tires, to the oil change. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
So yeah, we be pretty much just getting all the information we can.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Like I tell everybody, All us see each other all the time. We just don't physically um talk to each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we had the same truck stops, we had the same restaurants, we had the same shippers, the same receivers. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think somebody asked. I'm at leased on to a tanker company. Yes, I'm leased on to a tanker company. I'm not gonna repeat their name on here because I done said their name so many times, wear their shirts so many times. So, it is to me, and a lot of people say, well, why don't you get your numbers? Why don't you get your license plate? Why don't you get that? But it's cheaper if you know how to break down all the insurance, all the plates, all the tick stickers, all the other stuff you got. It's cheaper to be leased on with them because you know you ain't gonna have no problems whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And
I,
so I thought about getting my own tank. I had to wash it out, and but the thing is when you're dealing with chemicals, they pretty much want your tank to be washed out a certain way. Then on top of that, if you're going to be running for someone, they want you to use their equipment to pull the product.
mm. If you had your own tank, do you get a bigger percentage?
If I had my own tanker, then I wouldn't have to be leased onto a company. I probably have to go find me a customer.
Oh,
And if anybody know that there are customers that do that, let me know.
okay.
Because them damn tanks are about 100K to 120K right now, brand new.
Wow. Mm, 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 mm. You ever looked them up at Richie Brothers? You ever tried to auction?
Uh-huh. Yep. I looked them up at Richie Brothers. I tried to get on Richie Brothers, but Richie Brothers said they wanted a down payment. I'm like, I ain't looked at nothing yet. Why the hell I got to put something down?
Oh
You
man.
want some money already?
Okay. Yeah.
Damn, can a sister get a foot in the door? I mean,
Okay.
can I just come to an auction?
Oh, man.
But then I was seeing Mr. SoCal. I watched his channel too. He said that there's a certain way that you can get credit with them. So I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
okay, well, shit, let me see what I can do with the credit. But that's with the business credit because I don't, I'm working on the business credit now. So I need, all the YouTubers, high top people out there do videos on business credit.
Call me Cooley. Call me Cooley.
Yeah.
Because he
Okay.
just screwed me to some things. I had to go do some amendments to my LLC S Corp. I had to do some amendments for the virtual address and this and this and this, like, okay, you ain't got to tell me but once. I got it. I'm slow, but I
Yeah.
catch on.
Yeah.
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 Um,
So, we learn for people that's already been doing it, that's already been
yeah.
through it and stuff. That's what I'm interested in. All that other stuff is all that other stuff. But when you in your business and you want to build your business, you have that business mindset. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's what you focus on.
Yeah. 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 And anybody that can spare me from going through the hardship, learning from their mistakes, yeah, I try to soak all that up. I really do. I really do.
Man, let me tell you, this this stuff here, because when you have multiples, you are like, wait a minute, didn't I just fix that? Just like what you saying. We ain't gonna talk about our life. We're gonna talk
Yeah,
about life. Cause
yeah,
you look at it like what? God damn! I mean, how many times?
yeah,
And
yeah,
you wanna just like okay, well, wait a minute. This is what you want to do. This is what you got into. You needed to save your money, so it wasn't brand new.
yep,
It was new to you,
yep,
but not but
yep.
not new when you brought it. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you gotta understand things happen. So you just gotta, hey, and
Yep,
just feel comfortable. You gotta be off a couple of days and
yep.
all that other stuff. But hey, long as you got the resource, you good to go.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And that's another thing. Like everybody asking about how to get CDLs. They talking about how it is being an owner operator. Just like you say, you have to prepare for situations like this. The question is not if the truck gonna break down. The question is when is the truck gonna break down.
Yeah.
That's the question. Um, Actually, my truck is in the shop now again. Um, I was out a couple of weeks ago, and I was side the road for 4 days. Not side the road literally, but I was at a mom and pop shop for like 4 days, um, trying to get my truck fixed. Getting the right parts in, and like I say, it's no more true mechanics out there. Even TA, even Kenworth, all they do is plug that little computer up. The computer
Mm-hmm.
say, "Yo, is this part is the problem?" They'll throw that part at you, put that part in, then you still pulling that same code. They go back to that computer and say, "Oh, it's this part." But I
Oh
just
yeah.
paid for you to throw this part at it. You know what I'm saying?
Child, all they did is guess that it, put a part on there, cleared your code, and hope you never come back.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That's it.
yeah. But
And you get further down the road, go to the next Kenworth dealer. Let them worry about it.
okay, okay. But the thing about being a mechanic different from a technician, a mechanic gonna tell you what's causing that to go bad. They just gonna throw a new part at it. A mechanic
Yeah,
will troubleshoot it out, but it's hard to find good mechanics again. But I
right.
got some folks. I limped up back home. I got some folks.
Oh, you did. And and that's the only, to me, that is the only worry. If I had to be broke down, well, I mean I've been broke down because my def pump went out. I was broke down before, and that's when the COVID, when the stuff was really high.
Yeah.
I paid $2,500 for one pump, a def pump, because they was out of stock at Freightliner and they didn't have them nowhere, so I had to buy it offline. Got overcharged for it. And I didn't want to buy no used one because the used one was like 1,100.
Wow.
So, and it's, you feel like, hey, I broke down on the side of the road. Can I get a tow truck to come get me? Then you got people tell you, no, we ain't running that way, and you got to find somebody else. But as long as you got the money, you can.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt, let me tell you, I felt safe because, you go through these things like, okay, what happens if you break down? If you're going to have somebody you're going to call, are you going to have a mechanic? Are you going to have the money? Are you going to be able to find a room to sleep in for that particular time?
Yeah.
All that stuff worries you, but as long as you got the resource to get it done, you shouldn't be worried. I
Yeah.
mean, because I know the policeman wasn't gonna let me sit on the side of the road with placards on the side of the road over the line. They gonna tell you, ma'am, you gonna have to move. You need us to call you somebody? Yeah, because that's a hazard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And that goes back to business credit as well as your personal credit. Have a couple of credit cards on you out there because you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. And hey, the average tow truck gonna come out just to hook up. You talking about $400-500 off real? Just to come out there and look at you.
where you get hooked at? Where you get hooked up at?
Hey, that's only going
You
two
gotta give me
exits.
that.
That's
Is they
only going two
mobilized? Are they more than one truck? Where is that hook up at? I
Yeah,
went. I had to get charged $675 just to go 25 miles.
yeah.
You
I
see
know
what I'm
what you
saying?
mean. I
So
know what
I'm
you
like,
mean.
I'm trying to get the hookup like $400. Where you get hookup at? Give me that number. I can know.
Hey, that was in the backwoods of where was that? That was in the backwoods of Arkansas. So yeah, a little bit cheap out there. not
Oh,
Arkansas, not Arkansas, Arizona. That was
oh,
outside of Kingman,
mercy.
Arizona. Yep.
Yeah, and when you get your CDL, know what lane you're gonna run that you feel safe.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
one thing I say. Know what lanes you gonna run when you get your CDL. Because
Yeah.
you never know. Even though if you're doing the company, they'll come out and get you and all that other stuff. But hey, know what lanes you're gonna run that don't overwhelm you, and you don't freak out and all this other stuff with your first breakdown. Just stay calm, do what they tell you to do, and hey, you'll be just fine.
Yeah. 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 And for people who don't know the lanes, that's I-10, 20, whatever, from what area of the country to the next area of the country. Those are the different lanes. Um,
Yeah, not no back roads.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me, myself, I'm a 10, 20, 40 guy. I rarely run 95. I real run 75, 85. You catch me right, I run 55. You're paying enough, I run 80. You know,
Okay.
you gotta be paying.
Yeah, I told my mentor ain't never taking no back roads. He does all the back roads. He been doing it for 20 some years. You know, everywhere. Like, where you at? Oh, I know where you at. Like, you need to take the this way and go on up there and go on and take this, make that left turn. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. First of all, is that an interstate? He like, no, you gonna be going around all that stuff. You gonna? I'm like, no, I'm staying right here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, trucker's table, real quick. He talking about what's death. We'll talk about it later too, truck Robbie. But he's saying tow truck companies are requiring payment in advance. Let
Yes,
me say
sir.
this about payment in advance. I took my truck to Kenworth. Kenworth gave me a quote and say I had to put half of that down before they touched my truck. The dealership.
You had to do what now? Put
Kenworth gave
hand.
Kenworth. I took my truck to Kenworth. They gave me a diagnosis what was wrong with the truck.
Uh-huh.
Before they would work on, I took the truck in for an oil coolant sensor. It goes inside the engine, right? By the time they put everything back together, they talking about this was wrong with the desk system, this was wrong, but we'll talk about that later. I'll make another video. They quoted me $5,000, right?
Uh-huh.
I had to put down $2,500 for them to start working on it.
What kind of credit card decline are they talking about? That don't make no sense.
It's
Why
not a
would
credit
they?
card
Why would
decline.
they?
Go
No,
ahead.
no, no. That's just a metaphor. But what the hell? They feel like you ain't gonna have it.
I guess so. I don't know. They want half the money down now. Half the
Oh,
money down to do work on your truck. I don't know if the marketing got that bad. They don't want people leaving their truck. Oh, that's another thing. I saw a sign. If your truck is here 2 days over the time that they tell you it's ready, they charge you $100
they
a
charge
day
you. Yep,
storage.
yep. They do that. They do that at Freightliner. The
Mhm.
one in Birmingham, they do Freightliner.
Okay.
Calling our names here.
uh, Cassius King
Can't
says
park your
every.
trailer there no more. We used to park our trailer there, but we never said no. You can't park the trailer. I'm like, what? Well, you can take it up there to that. What is that? That. Not the one in McAllen. It's the one in Birmingham. When you go on, what is that? 65. You on up there on 65 in Birmingham.
Okay, going up like you're
Is
going up
that is that
Huntsville.
50? Is that 65, 85, 70? One of them. You know what I'm
65,
saying.
65, yeah.
Okay, so you can't park your trailer over there no more. So you got to take it over there to that. What is that? Pilot Flying J, I think. You got to take it over there and drop it and let the people know. Then when you do that, they're gonna charge you $15 a day to park your trailer over there, and then you got
Mhm.
to go over there and get your truck fixed, and then you got to go find your room to stay in.
Yeah, that's the way Kenworth is in Dallas off of 20. You got to park at that petrol, drop your trailer there, pay them, because that's a pay for a lot, period. And
Yeah.
then take your truck over to Kenworth. And then find your hotel, like you say. You
But
know?
I don't understand why I have to pay a drop trailer, and I'm not in a spot that reserved. I'm just in a spot where where every truck is normally just park their truck.
True
That's
that.
crazy.
Okay. Um, what up, Tuck? Tuck in the house. Cassius King says everybody ready for winter. I know I ain't. I ain't never ready for winter. That's my worst season of the year. I just told y'all I'm a 10, 20, 40 guy. I try to stay low. And believe you paying me to go on 40 in the right time of the year.
He's the I-10 by 10.
Okay. 10, 20, 40, man.
That's it. That's crazy. Yeah, because, hey, we ain't no snow bunnies no more. That back in the days, now it done got worse. And like,
Uh,
yeah, just keep me below 20.
mm,
That's what
hey,
I'm doing now, below 20. Just keep me below 20. That's it. I'm
yeah,
good.
I was talking to somebody. That's why I made this video today talking about CDLs. I had somebody ask me about snow chain. I'm like, I
What's
told him
that?
on the truck. Okay, I told him on the truck. But if that weather say I got to put my snow chains on, that means I don't need to be driving.
What's that? Snow chains
Okay,
where? Ain't nothing
okay,
hanging under my trailer. No, snow chains. So snow chains. No, no.
okay.
What's that?
Man,
I don't know what that is.
okay.
I
If
ain't
I
never
got to put
used
on
them.
chains,
I
I'm
never used
parked.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I
Jerome
never
in the
used them.
house. Yeah. So you
But
don't know what they look like, Miss Richardson?
huh?
You don't know what snow chain look like?
I know what they look like. They in the store at the Pilot or the Flying J or the Petra or the TA. They right there on that little pallet right there. They in the little old bag that you got to tie up and zip up. They heavy, and so you just look at them, and just keep on moving.
Okay.
I mean, I think I remember the price. I think it was 149.99 at the Love's. Is that was the
Yep.
price, or were they 59.99 a piece? I don't know how much they were anymore. I don't know.
I think two come in a set. Two come in a
Yeah,
set.
two come in the set. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all good luck with them snow tires. Put them tires on there. Y'all know them states require them tire things on there. Put them snow tire things on there. Put them on there.
Okay. Colorado from May to shit. I want to say for September to May, you got to have chains, or you can't be on I-70 past Denver. You got to
Mm,
have them right there, or they'll give you a
yeah.
ticket.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. I try not to go to the areas now. I will go to Washington, Oregon once a year around June, July, just to go out there to look, say I've been in that part of the country, this year. Other than that, nah. I don't know.
And I'm like, yeah, yeah. I see y'all on the map. That's it with me. I see y'all on the map. But
Mm-mm.
when you've been doing it for so long, you be like, well, can I slow down a little bit? Yeah, I think I can slow down a little bit. When you get up in age, and kudos to the drivers that's up 50 and up, because I'm 50. Kudos to the driver 50 and up that's still doing the OTRs, systems, or whatever. Kudos to y'all guys that's out there, making the money.
I'm 53, so I'm
So
still out
yeah, like I
there.
said, hey, you like, I guess I wasn't, hey, you need to do this for the rest of your life. No, I'm
Mhm.
like, no,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like, no.
my hats go off to the guys out here doing it with the younger kids. I don't think I could have did it. Even though I had a totally different situation. I tell everybody I was a single parent for a long time. I raised my own kids. But I don't see how these guys do it with these smaller kids. I couldn't
Oh,
imagine.
that's another topic, brother. That is another topic that you could when you talk about the CDL and the young kids,
Yeah.
because you get out here, you got babies.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it depends on, like I said, what lane you gonna drive. Because when you first starting out, they gonna keep you out there for a good month.
Oh, I call that first year in trucking. That first year, I like to call that
Yeah.
the slavery year.
So unless you get lucky and tell them they tell you want to be the local.
Yeah, yeah. I think the guys got it a little better now. The reason I say that, I mean guys and girls. Um, it used to be a time you had to have a year OTR before you can get a local job. I be seeing junk in the paper now, 6 months experience for local jobs, some less than that.
Oh yeah. And
Hmm.
see, the other tanker company that I had, see, you don't all you have to have is 1 year tractor trailer.
Oh
This
wow.
company that I'm at now, they saying, yeah, you're gonna have to have a year of tanker to come over here. I'm like, okay, all right. And that's why I couldn't get my son on, because I had to, put him on somewhere else. So he got to get that experience before he come over here where I'm at. So, and I thought, because back in the day, it was like you had to have 5 years of tractor trailer before you even
Yeah.
look at a tanker, pretty much.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's getting a little bit better now. I guess that's the so-called trucker shortage. It's not a trucker shortage. That's my opinion. It's companies that want to treat you right shortage.
Oh Lord, what is a treat you right?
Right. You know, you got them companies out there that steady pimping these guys, you know. 36 cent a mile.
You know, when you speak in those terms, you got to make it plain and simple for the ones that's coming in. What is pimping?
Oh, my bad. Got you running 36 cent a mile, running you 3-4 weeks at a time. When you actually get home on this date, they get you home a week past that. You know, it's some shady companies out there now. There's some shady companies out there.
Pimping, boy, I tell you.
That's what I call it, the pimp game. They keep you
Hmm.
out there. Mm.
You can look at that many ways, brother. Many ways. Look at that many ways. Some of us to this day is getting pimped out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, that's a whole nother video. We'll leave that. We on the operators. We still getting pimped to the game.
Yeah, what I say. There's a whole nother category of getting pimped out.
Okay.
Truck drivers, owner operator getting pimped out. That's your news flash, Mr. Cash King. Truck drivers getting pimped out. Here's the real story.
Okay. Hey, Cash King, we're gonna be looking for that. Hey, I got my alert set on.
See how many jobs that person done had in the time he tried to get his CDL. How many jobs you had? 10? What happened? I got pimped out. Oh, mercy. They tried to pimp me out, man, but I wouldn't let them. The pimp hand was strong. The pimp hand was strong. Now,
Okay. I tell you who the biggest pimp, the oil companies right now, because they pimping the hell out of us. Hey,
yeah,
yeah, that's the only way we can work. We gotta have diesel. We gotta get oil change.
yeah.
They pimping us bad, boy. I don't know if you remember, Miss Richardson. I know you younger than me. I remember when they had diesel Mercedes, diesel Volvos,
Mm-hmm.
diesel Oldsmobiles.
Yep.
Diesel was cheaper than unleaded.
Yes, sir. It was.
Hush, go.
It was cheaper. Yes, it was cheaper. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. Now diesel costs more than premium.
Yep, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I think they got the memo and got smart. Like, okay, wait a minute. This burns slower. So what?
Mm,
They got smart. Say, wait a
yeah.
minute, this burns slower. Okay. So maybe we need to charge an extra more on that. Okay, yeah. Let's add another dollar something to that and see what they say. See how they like that.
Okay. Let me see. Come around through y'all try to. Oh,
Oh,
okay, that's them talking each
is your puppy talking to you?
other. Man, hold on. I gotta open the door real quick. I'll tell you the story. Hold on.
You say they ready to go walk. They'll let you know when they ready to go walking.
Okay. The
You,
wife,
you gotta,
the wife,
is that a female? Is that a female or male?
it's a male. It's
Oh yeah, he letting you know he ready to go walking. That's right. Let me out.
it's a Maltese, and he sit there. You hear a noise, and you hear him barking, and
Mm.
but won't bust a break though. He'll bark all day, but he ain't gonna do nothing.
When you stomp your feet here and run off.
Yep, yep, yep. Hey,
Oh, okay.
only thing he good for is warning me. I know to go grab my pistol and keep it close. That's all.
Oh Lord. Yeah, your pistol's supposed to be at close at all times. Yes, at
Yeah.
all times. Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing. Pistols and CDLs, guns and CDLs.
Not gonna get into that because that's another political thing. And in a sense, it's political. But y'all, please do y'all studying on carrying your whatever
Weapons.
weapons. Do your
Your defense.
studying. You have more rights than you know,
Your
and
defense. Your what? Wait a minute. Say that again.
you have more rights than you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Um,
here's a but.
get you a lockbox. That'll help cut down some stuff too. And keep components separate. I don't know how much I can say for YouTube and knock it off. You know what I mean? Let's say it like this. Say you got a clip and say you got your main unit.
Mm-hmm.
They sell lock boxes that stick together. Just put them in two different ones and you legal with that. Because some
Well,
states say it got to be a 3-step.
my brother, I'm gonna have to say this.
Okay.
If your company is required you to have a certain weapon, have a certain weapon, but you know, um, how can I put this in a nice way or without giving it away? Do your best.
Yeah.
That's all I pretty much say about that.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
your
yeah.
best.
But especially guys that do open platform, um, they try to sleep as shippers and receivers when we can. And
Yeah,
sometimes in that area, we're not in the safest places. So number one rule is protect yourself out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Have you your 3-inch blade, your mace? Put your seatbelt around your doors if you
Yeah.
can. Latch it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, I think people do. They did some TikTok on, some safety. And there's on YouTube too. You can look at safety with seat. Just know that just because you out here doesn't mean that you're not a target
Yeah.
because you have some crazies that don't know that want a challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and you just gotta beat them to the punch.
Yeah, pretty much. pretty much.
I don't know the other way of saying it because if you're talking about CDL, you gotta talk like people who just not. You don't want to scare them, right? You don't want to,
Right. Right.
know,
Mhm.
shank them, check them.
I like that one. I like that
You know what I'm
one.
saying?
You know
So
what I'm
you
saying?
just gotta, hey,
Mhm.
any means necessary. That's how I put it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because nobody like me more than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Like there's only one you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Hold on. I think somebody want to see you, Ghost. Say hey.
Oh, look at that!
Hey, hey.
Oh, he's so pretty.
He just came from the groom and see all cleaned up.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Mhm.
White as snow. Look at that. What you call him?
Ghost.
Oh my lord.
Well, one of the kids got a dog named Tommy. I don't know if you watch what's 50 Cent show Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we got Ghost and
Ghost.
Tommy. Yeah.
Oh, really? Ghost and Tommy. Oh my god. No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't.
Yeah, yeah. And the niece
Ghost and
got
Tommy.
Canaan. And
Huh?
the niece got Canaan.
Oh, these got. Oh my mercy. Oh mercy. That's crazy. That is cute.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
is cute. But yeah, I can't have no company on my truck. So I
Oh,
would, but hey, nah. They won't
yeah,
let me. Then I got to put it in the kennel outside the plant, and then they might steal him. Then I might be heartbroken. No, 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 no. That's
yeah,
too much. That is too much.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you go to a lot of areas that's locked down. You can't have nobody in the truck, no pets, no this, no that.
Right. You can't come in there with a trick without a trick card. You cannot. You gotta have a license and all that other stuff. Mainly a trick card, pretty
Oh,
much. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, yeah. Um, Speaking of that on CDLs too, try to make yourself um more valuable as possible. Like we were saying, get all endorsements, get your TWIC card, whatever kind of port cards you can get. What is it? I got something called Sea Breeze. I forgot which port that's for. But just try to make RFI scanners. I don't know if you have that, Miss Richardson.
Nuh-uh. What is that?
It's like a little thing you put up on your mirror, and some of the ports can scan it because your truck is already registered with that port.
Oh, I don't go to ports. That's the thing. I don't go to
Oh,
ports.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't go to ports. I
Mm.
don't deal with the ISOs. I don't like ISOs. I don't like yeah, that's the ISOs for me. If I go to the port, I probably pick up an ISO. I don't deal with ISO. I don't like ISOs. I don't. They scare me. They
Why they
do.
scare you?
The little narrow part that goes on the fifth wheel, it scares me.
Oh, okay.
Especially when it loads it and I have to pick it up. Yeah. So I just got an airbag on my truck. What is the air dump thing on my truck? So I just got that. So, sometimes they be lowering it too low.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and my fifth wheel is 51 off the ground. So, my fifth wheel is high. So, I make sure all that shit's in the back when I
Yeah,
carry it.
yeah. You and Show You Right lost me last week on that fifth wheel height. I didn't know exactly how that worked out.
Yeah, and he's gonna get that, and he's gonna get the whole assembly. So it probably costs around that much.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
he wants to change, move the fifth wheel. I don't know about fifth wheel, the fifth wheel thingy about moving it because I never move mines.
Oh, you don't slide yours back and forth?
No, I don't slide mines back and forth. No,
Okay.
I don't. So I just keep it in, like partial in the middle, and call it a day. So it won't be that much weight on there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And hell, the height that it's at, shit. I mean, it give me the good mileage that I need to get. So it's not heavy. It's not wearing my tires out either.
So when y'all do the height thing with the fifth wheel, it's more to balance the liquid or the gas out inside the tank?
No, it keeps the it. You know how when you just a flat surface, right?
Right.
All the weight is even.
Mm-hmm.
But when you raise it from off of your drive steers, when you raise it off from your drive tires, it takes some of the weight off of your drive tires
Oh, okay.
because it lets some of the liquid falls to the back,
Okay. Okay.
and that's how you get that huge big ass surge. When you raise your fifth wheel up,
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah.
all that liquid will come to rush to the front.
Mm. What's the worst surge you done ever had?
When I got an automatic, that's the worst surge I ever had when I got an automatic.
Wow.
Because when I was at what you call it, I had a 10 speed. And in a 10 speed, I mean, when you changing gears, you can catch that surge for it to jerk it in, when it jerks in that gear and it push it back, it'll actually catch that surge for it won't hit you too hard. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, wow.
So when you ask him that question, like which one you rather have, I'd rather have a 10 speed
Okay.
because you can actually catch that surge before it come back to you when you change into another gear. Because you know
Oh,
how when you go into another gear, it pulls you a little bit, right?
right.
So you would catch that surge becoming come slashing all the way to the front.
Oh.
So a lot of people don't know that. So that's like when like I said, when I got an automatic. Because the 10 speed, shoot, I caught that. I was floating, baby. I was gone. We wasn't feeling that much surge. We wasn't.
Uh. Hey, Miss Richards, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you for coming in, helping
No
me out.
problem, sir.
Mm.
Thank you for having me. And I like, hey, anytime. We'll talk about CDLs and we'll talk about that death.
Yeah. Hey, that's an offline conversation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't get it nipped and tucked, brother. Don't get it nipped and tucked, please.
Okay, no neutering, no neutering.
All right, sir. Well, you have a good evening.
All right, you too. Thank you, Miss Richardson.
Okay.
Thanks for everybody to stop through. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Once again, it's your boy Gangsta G-Way. Peace. I'm out, y'all. Be safe out there. Rubber side down, shiny side up, baby. Now I just got to figure out how to get my. There we go.